Today, my exploration of Britain's hidden art gems brings me to the British Museum here in the heart of London. We all know what a wealth of treasures are housed in this great building, but perhaps some people are less familiar with the wonderful print room, which is one of my favourite places in London, tucked away at the top. The collection of prints and drawings here at the British Museum is one of the best in the world, but I'm here today to get a sneak preview of its first ever exhibition dedicated to prints by the Norwegian artist Edvard Munch. And here to meet me is curator Julia Bartram. And this is one of yours.
This is one of ours, indeed. This is a woodcut by Edvard Munch, one of his really expressionist ones, Head of a Fisherman, done in 1897, at that period when he was just really experimenting with the quality and texture of the wood.
And look at the lovely paper.
Yes, it's really, really thin, so it absolutely captures the impression of the texture of the block.
And you can really see the wood grain here. Of the wood block, can't you?
It sort of emphasises the age of the soul man.
Yes,
his
it
face
does,
looks even more crumbly.
Yes. Well, this is a great taster.
It certainly is. So let's go down now and look at the exhibition.
Lovely. I'll follow you. So the colours in this are extraordinary.
Yeah, this is one of Munch's favourite themes. It's one of two paintings that we have in the show, and it is a painting of the sick child, which recalls the moment that his sister Sophie died many, many years before.
I've seen so many reproductions of this, but what you really get in the flesh is these bold brushstrokes that he used, don't you?
Absolutely, and the way he's worked quite heavily with the paint to recreate that moment, the feeling of emotion of grief that is felt by the mother here.
Yes, just that simple posture. It's so distressing, really, the whole thing. And here in the lithograph version, he's just taken the single detail of the child's head and really pared it down so that it's so simple, but it's still so moving. And you can see how he's using that pale yellow as a background, but still the vibrant red in the hair. A lithograph is a drawing made on stone, the word lithos in Greek meaning stone. The image is then printed onto sheets of paper so that you get several impressions of the same image. When the image is printed, of course it comes out in reverse. Munch was very concerned to reassemble some of his original stone blocks and wood blocks, and this exhibition has several on show.
This is Munch's earliest sketch for his well-known composition, The Scream. You see the two friends walking further down the road unconcerned. He himself is turned away more conventionally with a hat on. It's only the following year that that figure is translated into the screaming, contorted wave that we recognise today from the well-known painting Scream.
So here's the iconic image, the Scream.
Yes, there's a wonderful lithograph that was produced in 1895 when he was living in Berlin, and it describes a particular moment in time in which he says he was out walking above Oslo Fjord with two friends, and he became very, very troubled by blood-red skies that appeared over his head, and it caused a great feeling of anxiety in him, which here he's summarised by saying it's called Geschrei, a scream, and underneath he says, "I felt a great scream pass through nature."
He's made it a really universal figure, hasn't he? Androgynous and ageless and kind of not really any distinguishing features, so it could be anyone. And then those two figures carrying on as though nothing had happened, so he's sort of saying, am I alone in feeling this? The lithograph version of the Scream was very important because it's the lithograph that really made Munch internationally known.